So one very understandable question is parents want to know, what does a typical PCIT session look like? And this is a very good question because PCIT looks different than like traditional talk therapy, where you just come in and you talk to the clinician and you process things and you learn some skills and you walk out. It even looks very different than like traditional play therapy, where you bring your child into a place with toys and the therapist and the child do their thing, and maybe they bring you in at the end or maybe they don't. That is one version of therapy. PCIT is specific, and I talked a little bit about this in some of the earlier videos, but what makes PCIT really powerful is that we are watching you as you interact with your child and talking to you through an earpiece so that you are able to learn some skills and apply them in the moment. That's what makes this so powerful. We don't just talk to you and send you home and then you come back and we say, how did it go? And then we problem solve. No, we're there. Like, we know how it is going. We'll also ask you how it is when we're not there, but we really want to spend a lot of our time helping you in your actual interaction. So in a PCIT session, we don't talk for that long. So we'll check in with you. We'll ask you about your week. We'll ask you if you've been practicing the skills. And then pretty soon we'll have you put in an AirPod and start playing with your child. And don't worry about this. We'll tell you exactly how to set it up. We'll tell you what kinds of things we're looking for in the play. But then what we do is we watch for a little bit so that we get a sense of, what does the play look like now? How are you feeling in terms of using some of the new skills you've learned? How is your child responding to them? And after we've watched you for about 5 minutes, then we jump in and we start coaching you. We start helping you use those skills. And that's where the change happens. That's where parents say, wow, I learned so much from this coaching experience. And then if it's just one parent in the session, after all of that coaching is done, we wrap things up with you. We talk with you a little bit about how it went. We talk about what would be good for you to work on, during the next week for homework. And then that's the session. If there are 2 parents, then about halfway through the playtime, we switch and we do the same thing. We watch the second parent play, and then we jump in and we do our coaching there. So this is very different. So if you've noticed in my description, most of the talking is going on with parents. We say hi to the kids, but we're not doing a whole lot of interaction with your child because that is you. We're trying to give you our therapist role so that we can go away and you guys can maintain that relationship. And then most of it is in this coaching so that we can see progress more quickly. And this is just a different style of treatment, but that's what makes PCIT so effective and makes it stand out and why it has this reputation in the world about evidence-based care. So that's what we're doing. Now, not every session will be that way. At the beginning, you have some session where we teach you the skills. That happens again in the second phase. There are no kids present for that. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'm really glad I could answer this question for you. There are some videos you can find about what a PCIT session looks like. And I even have like a little demo that I did with my daughter where I coached my husband playing with her for a couple minutes, just to get a sense of what that can be like. But it is really cool. It's really exciting.